Why hello there, zombie slayers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, Brandenburg Shelter. Episode 15, Patrolling the Neighborhood. Let's start looting all of the buildings adjacent to the community center, because the more surrounding buildings are cleared, the safer I'll be in the community center at the end of the day. And how's my weight? It's 79. Audible. I'm gonna go to the diner first, because I'm hungry. And I'll put the bandages in the med bag. I don't recognize this sound, this song. Maybe it's new? Maybe I have a bad memory? Does anyone know if Bill 42 has new music? Well, there's a mouse running around. Do I already have a fleshing tool? I think I do. Coffee! Yes. Yes, please. In this whole place, there was coffee and tomatoes. I mean, I guess it's a diner. What's that supposed to be? Is that the corner of the building? Sorry, arcade machines. I need the skill. Whoa, we're almost at level 2. I think coffee makers are also, yeah, also electrical. And then the hand towel dispenser. Character is getting drowsy. If I remember correctly, the extractor hoods. Yes. Why not? There we go! Electrical 2. Do I have the electrical 3 book? The electrical 2 book? I do. So let's go ahead and head back home and read up on electrical. But what I was going to do is, interestingly, the fryer here, I'm going to take. So the fryer is like an oven. Regular ovens require electrical, like, 3 or 5, depending if they're industrial or regular. The fryers require electrical too, but they can also cook things. So it's like a poor man's way of having an oven at home. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Garbage lard. Totally, I'm gonna stuff that in my face. 1,000 calories out of the trash. I'll probably end up leveling up to electrical 3 and having like a proper oven rather than have to use this fryer, but if I want to make the sausage that I have at home, like at least the fryer is fine. That's horrifying that I would just eat like random lard I found in the trash. Yep. Truly, it is horrifying. I could not agree with you more. But it's also free calories. So, you know, it's time to chomp. I did skip the rats, true. I could have grabbed the rats and, you know, made a bit of a feast out of them. Nothing like having a fryer, an electrical fryer exposed to the elements, right? It's totally, nothing is gonna go wrong. Alright, let's dig through my books and find electrical 2. There it is. What was that noise? It sounded like a light bulb blowing. But I haven't messed with any light bulbs. I don't know. Whatever, it's not my problem. Alright, let's keep reading electrical. Yeah, looking at the building, the light bulb below the fryer does look burned out where all the other light bulbs aren't. But if I wasn't mistaken, and maybe Build 42 changed this, the light bulbs that are installed at server start don't burn out. So I don't really know why that one did. Because I haven't changed it. I haven't touched it. Okay, it's 3 in the morning. I should probably get to sleep. After eating something. And, Mass, thank you for the resub. Welcome, welcome. The light bulb got fried. It sure did. I feel like I hear zombies in the building. Vaguely. Spidey sensors are going, you're not safe. It's not great that I'm eating canned food instead of the perishables that I find, but whatever. Yeah, for real, this light bulb really did burn. Maybe it's because I installed the stove below it or something. I'm not sure. I don't like it though. Alright, before I go off and finish my electrical book, I want to clear out the wanderers. She brought a steak knife. Too late. I already ate my steak. Okay, we are out of water. Water's been cut. I didn't get the radio alert for it, but there's no running water for sure. Because the sink I just walked up to had finite water. So, noted that getting rain barrels on the roof would be a good idea. Maybe that's my next project. I'll have you guys vote whether I do that now or like do that later. What should I work on? Level up electrical and carpentry, or plumb the base. So in terms of plumbing the base, I would need to get rain barrels, because I can't really make them yet, and then hook them up above some sort of sink that is below, which, you know, is not too hard to do. The Great Wall of Escape Routes. And I already know where some rain barrels are, given that I can't, like, make my own. Yeah, we have, the rain barrels in the sauna. The reason why I was leaving those alone was the chance to break them, given my carpentry skill. But now that I've leveled up carpentry a little bit, let's go take a quick look. There's also, of course, the... Wait, I can fish here? What? Given that, yeah, given that there's a pool there, chance to break 60%? Yeah, hell with it. I broke it. I'm gonna try to move them anyway. Hey, I moved one. Given that there's a pool here, I could always use the pool water and just boil it. It's a little bit less convenient, but it's not too bad. So if I'm really lazy, and let's say I am for now, I'm gonna plumb this sink in the break room. This sink... Oh, actually, no, let's plumb the industrial sink that's right underneath my base for water. Do you guys... No, I think I'm going to plumb... Because that is a 2-story. I'm going to plumb this sink here. Instead. So, that is... How many units away from the wall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10 units away from the northeast wall, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units away from the southeast wall. The 10 and 8. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's directly underneath this here, which means this is going to be my, like, makeshift plumbing. This is not my final plumbing. And then in order to see if this works, I'm going to add a little water from my, well, okay, all the water from my canteen. I already have a pipe wrench on me, so let's go make sure that that is hooked up. Plumb. And now, yep, it is plumbed to the rain collector. Fantastic. Do you want me to, should I add more temporary grain barrels? So the eventual concept for the base is I would like for most of this facility to have plumbing, meaning setting up like a network of rain barrels on the roof eventually for cosmetic reasons. But for my personal base, the idea is that this entire community center, or at least like half the community center, will be set up like a emergency shelter. Meaning that it will have like medical facilities, a library, a play area for children, a sleeping area, you know, things like that. It also means that I want my own office, if you will, up here, where I live, that is safe from zombies. So eventually, once I have better carpentry skills, I do intend to turn this into my base, which means I need rain barrels on the second story above this area so that I can plumb my own base. The thing is, I don't really have the I don't have the skills to build that yet. I don't have the carpentry skills to actually do any of that, really. My chance to break rain barrels is remarkably high, so I think it would be best for me to read more carpentry books, and watch more carpentry tapes before I really make an attempt to plumb the rest of the base. But what I can do is try to round up some additional temporary rain barrels and get the sink down here plumbed so that I just have like an easier access source of water. Now, the issue with that is if I do intend to cook with that water, I will have to descend the stairs every time, which is kind of annoying. So if you want me to add more temporary rain barrels, feel free to vote on that. If you think it's a waste of my time because eventually they'll be obsolete, you can vote against it. And I'm going to read the rest of my electrical book while you guys vote. But the good news is, at least I have one rain barrel hooked up. And I'll have more when my carpentry skill levels up a bit more. Brain tan. No, I want carpentry. So I'm looking at the things I can actually make with my carpentry skills to like practice. I think it's probably easiest for me to continue to continue leveling it up via tapes. Not that I have access to any additional tapes, but I think that's the smart play. Not that you've voted on that necessarily, but and I think what I'm going to do is read a bunch of the magazines here so that I don't collect duplicate and triplicate magazines while I wait for the vote. Am I not able to grab rain for the rain barrel? Yeah, but I would have to boil it. So the way plumbing works in this game, oddly, is rain from rain barrels or other natural sources outside of wells are tainted by default. So if you grab rain from a rain barrel, it isn't safe to drink. However, if you plumb a rain barrel to a sink, it is magically safe to drink. Why that is, I cannot say. That's just the way the game works. But the reason I mention that is, like, if I just grab water from this rain barrel, it's not going to be safe to just consume. I would need to clean it, boil it, or add what's it called? The water purification tablets. One of these days, I'm going to, like, drink this gasoline. Wait, purify water... excuse me? The game's like, hey, do you want to purify this gasoline into water? Yeah, I don't think it works like that, friend. That's not how chemistry works. It makes no sense whatsoever. Alright, I think I read, like, all the magazines that I had. And if we take a look at my discovered... So this is what I've read so far. Carpentry 1, 2, electrical 1, 2. And then as far as the magazines go, a bunch of the seed packets, and then the magazines that you see here. And then this is all the recipes that I know. What's interesting is my VHS doesn't show woodwork, which it should, but, you know, whatever. Alright, 1 in the morning, let's get to sleep. And we're not going to add more temporary rain barrels. So I'm going to go back to leveling up electrical and carpentry. The main goal right now is to get my electrical 3, so that when I lose power to this building, I'm not screwed. That's the big goal right now. Did I finish the tape? Oh, that's a good question. Let me double check that. I didn't finish the tape. I turned it off the moment I hit level 2, which is smart, because I don't get boosted experience if I haven't read the book. So I think there's, like, one more part of that tape left to play. It's not gonna, like, level me up or anything, but I might as well get the last bit of experience. So I'm at 18 out of 300. And Fraggles, thank you for the resub. Cheers. Yeah, good catch. Why it wasn't showing up. Oh, no. It didn't have any experience left. I just hadn't finished it. So now... I don't know why it's there twice, but it does register that I've watched Woodcraft. We are headed back to the diner area because it had all those electrical hoods, and that's good electrical experience. And we're sitting at 6 out of 300 electrical. Goal is to get electrical 3. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain electrical 3 is the barrier for hooking up a Jenny. Oh, damn. What the hell happened there? That's not how I left it. Day 10. Kills 335. They're coming out of everywhere. I'm definitely feeling the bonus of our Long Glut 3, though. These zombies are dying way faster. That and we're not tired or hungry or panicked. We don't have... Well, now I'm a little winded. But up until then, we didn't have any combat penalties, which makes slaying real difficult. Okay, 2 left. I can handle that with my winded state. Maybe 3. Another thing I ought to be doing is topping up my water everywhere but home. Because I don't have... I mean, I have one rain barrel, but until it starts actually filling up, I don't have easily accessible running water. So let's get back into the diner and fill the canteens. We are also adjacent to a gas station, which is really convenient for topping up our gas. What? Okay. Game's like, hey, you want to disassemble this neon sign? Too bad! I think the lights here also cannot... Like, lamps can be disassembled, but not, sconces. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Sink. Fill. Come on. Fine. Oh, whoa! I did not expect you to dive through the service window. Thought he was wandering towards the door. Wow, the extractor hood's got me like almost a third of my experience. I'll have to remember that for the future. That's a lot of XP from one building. Some of that might have been the watches that dismantled, but probably not a lot of it. There is, of course, the radios that are inside cars that you can dismantle as well. I don't love... ooh. I have keys to this truck. In a moment. I don't love, like, messing with cars because you never know if you're going to end up wanting them. Of course, you can install new radios into old cars. Like, that's kind of not an issue. Is this any good? Not really. Its tires are about to pop off. Its trunk, it does carry a lot of weight though, 90. Its engine is super loud, but the quality's higher. It's not bad, but it would need a lot of work. The parts that, but most of its damage are replaceable parts. Alright, well, I'm gonna mark it down. As a car without gas. I could gas it up pretty easily, but I'm fine for now, and I'm gonna leave the keys in rather than take the keys with. Which means the old key ring. I just... Where is this key ring? I don't want it. I don't know what I was hoping to find in here, but there isn't much. Oh, there we go. The rest of the gas station. I wanted to go fight that horde that was out front, but my weight was, or my food need were high. Ooh. 4,000 calories of lard. I'm a little sad, but, you know, it's worth it. Let's fix that sadness with a little bit of magazine shelf perusing. Yeah. We'll pretend I was never sad. Wow, this sadness is, persistent. Say, how about candy? Nope, I am apparently quite sad. Eating a stick of lard is, you know what's funny is I didn't get this kind of level of sad when I ate the lard from the trash. So, like, apparently trash lard, yum. Lard in a running, refrigerator is, like, getting pissed worthy. I'm not sure why. Yeah, trash lard is more exciting. I guess you're right. Free range of lard versus homegrown lard. Oh, goodness. Maybe the lard I got out of the trash was, like, seasoned with, like, syringe blood and lottery ticket scratching foil, and, you know, that made me happy. Still sad. I wanted to clear out the zombs in the gas station. So let's keep doing that. Electrical is almost halfway to 3. And then there's, of course, like, the apartment upstairs and all that. Man, my character is getting panicked easily. It's like, it's 3 zombies, man. Chill. Especially given that you're, like, 2-shotting at most of them. They just don't pose that kind of threat anymore. Why hit instead of stop when they're laying down? One is, I mean, you can go either way. Hitting them will help with maintenance skill and with a long blunt skill. So it depends on what you're trying to level up most. They both have their advantages. Stomping does wear out your shoes, so if you're worried about your feet, you can go that route. A lot of the time that I will hit rather than stomp, it's because I made a very quick decision and decided that I don't have the time to position my foot over their head. So in order to try to kill them quickly, I'd rather hit them with a crowbar for a lot more damage than, like, step on their shins or step on their torso or step on some non-vital part of their body. So a lot of the times I'm using my crowbar when they're down, it's because I don't really have the time to get a killing blow with my feet. With the new muscle exertion mechanic, I will say it's smart to stomp as often as you can because if you use your arms a lot, you'll get tired, you'll wear out your arms. So stomping helps to spread out the wear and tear on your body. And there's a basement, copy that. For a second I thought they put the spatula in the fridge. I was like, who lives here? And who does that? Alright, time to burn some more burgers. This place is, like, legit not a terrible place to live. It's, like, on the edge of town, so it's, like, a sleepy little area where you're not going to get a lot of foot traffic. It has a gas station just out front. Apparently, it also has a basement, which is nice. I mean, I'm not going to move here, but it isn't a bad spot. Pretty strange reading materials. Bulk up with protein and thank God for unions. I think there's a story in that somewhere. Reminds me of the Steelworkers Simpsons episode. The work hard, party hard. Oh, you know, I ought to take all the curtains. Let's grab, like, all the food that is here that I hadn't actually grabbed. I'm not going to grab the sodas. One of the issues with all carbonated beverages now is they're all, like, caffeinated, so they will completely mess with your circadian rhythm. And I'd rather not get tired at weird times. But everything else I can grab. What the hell? Interesting. Interesting basement. What is this? No, this. It is an electric blower forge. Well, I hope you never used it down here, because you'd be dead with the amount of ventilation that's down here. Good lord. What's in the tackle box? Insect repellent. Oh. Oh, I want the sink. Give me the sink. I can't click this. Oh, there it goes. Well, I'm now drowsy and sad. And I've got a lot of perishables. So I ought to head back. Yeah. I don't like fighting when drowsy. Everything that's perishable I'll put in my backpack so I don't accidentally put somewhere wrong. Drink bleach, it will cure sadness? Yeah, technically, yeah. I won't be alive to be sad. Radio Tower 6. I like the ambient hum. You know what would be an interesting game mechanic? If there was, like, an electrical substation in every town where if you, like, dismantled stuff inside of it, you knock power out for your town even before you lose power game-wide. Okay, these, that seems a little wrong. Walking through the walls. Oh, boy! We have got company. Alright, given my tiredness, I'm bailing on this. It'd be great if... Yeah, there we go. My engine started. Alright, in terms of looting, I will say we have indeed looted the gas station and the adjacent diner. And then we'll put a symbol for gasoline here. Looks good. So all in all, I got about 180 out of 300 experience for Electrical 3. And I intend to work on that tomorrow as well. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Brandenburg Shelter, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all over the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow survivors.